Hi, I'm Chris Direwald, and this is Power Play. Hi, Internet. So you want to talk about sex? Yeah, I know you do. I know you do, because I know it's on you, Internet. I know what you're all about. But increasingly, the 2016 presidential contest is also about that. Donald Trump's relationship with women and allegations of fat shaming and all kinds of things. And then Trump is beginning a counterclaim against Hillary Clinton as the abettor of her husband's past sexual misdeeds. It's getting gross out there, but does it matter? And what's the right way through this morass? People who know include Aaron Blake. That's why he works for The Fix at the Washington Post. And you know now Karen Bruggeman. She is an analyst for National Journal. She's smart. All right, Karen, starting with you.
Yeah, things got pretty down and dirty the day after the debate when Donald Trump's whole campaign insinuated that they're going to bring up Bill Clinton's
He
past
said it in the
infidelities.
debate. He said, to be fair, he said in the debate, like, I have some gross stuff that I could say, but I'm not going to say it because your family's here. And it's like, well, then you'd kind of still say it.
You kind of still said it.
Right.
Now everyone's talking about it,
right,
including a lot of his surrogates on his campaign. So I don't think this is going away. You know, you've already had this whole these shenanigans over the Miss Universe contestant that came out of Monday's debate, and Donald Trump just plowed into it. So I think with the debate number 2, if Trump actually takes the next step of bringing up Bill Clinton's past infidelities, the Clinton team is going to be prepared for it. And you've seen her try to lay traps for Trump of how she can turn these things around to keep it part of the conversation. So I don't see this going away anytime soon.
Thursday's Washington Post, Aaron had a very good piece talking about what does the record really say about Hillary Clinton and her husband's misdeeds. What does the record say?
Well, it's actually quite interesting. If you look back at what the polling showed around the time, particularly of the Monica Lewinsky scandal, her role in that was seen as a positive thing. Her popularity spiked higher than it ever had before. I think it went as high as 70%. That said, I think, I don't know exactly how this issue would play in the election. Republicans aren't really talking about attacking Clinton for what her husband did. They're talking about potentially attacking her for being basically an enabler for what her husband did and for kind of going after the women who were accusing him, some of whom turned out to be telling the truth about what had happened. So I think that, it's some people look at this in a way that I think doesn't get the full effect of what this attack would be. And I think, it's going to be really interesting to see if the Trump campaign actually does go down this path, because I think there is some hesitance there, but they certainly want to inject it and at least have people talking about it, which is what they're doing by saying that they're not talking about it.
Karen, inculpating a woman into her husband's misconduct is a risky gambit, to say the least. Is this one of those things that looks good on paper, and that as Republicans talk about this, and it's like, oh yeah, you're not so clean yourself, that when you put it into practice, that what is the saying, that no battle plan ever survives the first contact with the enemy, that if Trump really tried this on stage, it might not work out the way he's thinking?
I absolutely think that's right, that it would probably not work out the way he's thinking. I don't think many women voters are going to appreciate that he's trying to blame Hillary Clinton for her husband's past infidelities. Mm-hmm. I think over the past couple of years, you've seen kind of a shift in how people have looked back at the Lewinsky scandal in particular, because you have Monica Lewinsky, who did a TED Talk speaking out against bullying, because I think people have started to reevaluate the past to think of it as how people really jumped on her and blamed her, when probably Bill Clinton is really more at fault. He was the adult in the room, she was an intern.
He was the president of the United States who was in his 50s, and she was a 21-year-old intern.
Exactly.
You mean that there may have been some disparity there in status? Yes.
Exactly. But I think trying to blame Hillary Clinton or trying to blame women for their husband's behavior is not going to go over well with women voters. Okay,
so Aaron, is there another way out of this for Trump? Can he, because Hillary, whatever else he does, anything he does, Hillary Clinton is still coming after him as a pig. She is going to say, you're a pig, you're a male chauvinist pig, and you're gross, no matter what he does, right?
Yes, and he can't figure out a way to kind of get off of this subject because he's kind of not willing to compromise on the things he said in the past or acknowledge that maybe they were ill-advised. And I don't think that you can say that the various comments he's made about women are working for him. 3/4 of women in some of these polls don't like Donald Trump. He's doing very badly in the head-to-head matchups with Hillary Clinton. So this is something that's not working for him. Does injecting this new line of attack in the campaign change that. I'm not sure it does change it a whole lot, but the place he's at right now, just right now, with women is going to make it very difficult for him to actually win. And so I think that's really what the Clinton campaign is trying to drive home here. They want to solidify that anti-Donald Trump attitude among the women of this country.
Well, she's got a good start going. Guys, thank you very much for getting us off on the right foot. Have a great weekend. And you, Internet, Lordy Day, I know you'll have a good Internet, and I don't even want to know what's in your Google search bar. Hope you have a great time, and come back for more Power Play real soon.